I hope to get Elena to give us a historical timeline of how you have acquired each of the 5 vineyards that you have from 1975. Perhaps you could take us through when your father first acquired his first vineyard in 1975. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, which was the first vineyard? Where was it?
The first vineyard was Cotta.
Cotta, okay. So it's a special place.
Yeah.
That was the first, Primero Uno.
The Cotta was the first because the Cotta is the cru where we have our winery. The Cotta was the first cru, then
How did he chance upon this particular vineyard? Tell us.
The Cotta is a particular cru because it's a mix of limestone and clay. Mm-hmm. So it's a very traditional cru in Barbaresco. Mm-hmm. I like the Cotta because it's just in front of the Tower of the Barbaresco. Is very special one because if you compare to other very close cru like Martinez, Gaziglia, Rabaya, all together are, in my opinion, are more traditional Barbaresco.
So how big was the initial plot that your father acquired?
My father started with 3 hectares.
Is there more now?
Now we have 18 hectares.
In Cotta?
No. In Cotta we have always the same cru.
The same.
Now,
same original plot.
2 hectares in the Cotta when he started and 1 in the Fausoni.
Okay. So Fausoni was the second one.
The second cru that we make.
So which year did you acquire Fausoni?
The Fausoni is a cru in Neve. Neve, so the soil is more sand soil and clay. And
what year was it that he acquired Fausoni?
Fausoni is different because it's more the components of sand soil made the wine.
But which was the year that your father acquired the vineyard?
Honestly, I don't remember. I think 1993 maybe.
Okay, but that was the second vineyard.
The second vineyard. Okay. And the second cru, not the vineyard,
because
he purchased the vineyard San Cristoforo, but only for the Barbera.
Okay.
Okay. The Fausoni is the second one, and then the Currà in 2007, and in 2003. And the last one is Basari in 2014.
Okay.
And this is for every cru that we make, they change the components of the soil because, as I told you, in the Barbaresco we have 3 components of the soil: sand soil, limestone, and clay. In the Fausoni we have more sand soil, so because it's more close to Asti.
Okay.
This is the reason because, for example, in Asti we have different kind of wines like Barbera d'Asti, Moscato d'Asti.
So because of its closeness to Asti, it has different...
Neve is closer to Asti, respect Barbaresco or Treviso.
Okay.
And then Treviso and all the cru in Treviso are different because change the altitude, are higher respect the Barbaresco. 380 meters to the sea, so very high.
Okay.
Respect 280 meters to the sea, the Barbaresco and Neve.
So it's much higher?
Yeah, absolutely. In Treviso...
What would you account for the difference in altitude from the sea? Does it make a difference?
No, absolutely. Is the
cooler climate?
The cool, yes, but change, especially the aroma, the perfume, because this kind...
The perfumo is different?
Yeah, absolutely, because, for example, in a vintage like very traditional, like 2010, 2016, or 2004, we in Piemonte, we have hot during the day and cold during the night, and is more clean, more shock. This thermic shock is more strong in a cru in Treviso because the altitude is higher. So the perfume and the nose of this wine is completely different from the nose of the other cru of Barbaresco.
That's interesting.
Absolutely. For example.
And you can tell.
Yeah, absolutely. More spiciness, something of tar, tobacco is typical of the cru in Treviso due to this kind of altitude and soil.
And how big is the vineyard in Treviso? How large is the vineyard? In hectares?
1 hectare, 1 hectare and a half.
Quite small.
Yeah. Every cru that we have in the Barbaresco, for the Barbaresco, we are not big crew.
But selective in the terroir that you
the
have.
biggest, our crew is in the Cotta, we have 2 hectares and a half, but honestly, it's not a lot. We are small winery, and this is the reason because we are a family winery. We continue to be a family winery because we are not a lot of hectares, but we have the possibility to work in the same way the 18 hectares like in the past when my father started, and we have the control and we take care of everything. We bottle, for example, our wines in our winery, so we also the process of bottling is made by us. It's very important.
And how big is the cellar that you have below your winery? Because you say some vintages.
How many meters? I don't know. It's bigger.
It's big. So, because you say that for some wines you keep them in the bottle for 2 years before you release it. So that
it's very big. Now, in fact, we are building a new part of the cellar for the stock of the bottle, and but in general, yes. Now we produce 80,000 bottles, so we build some new part of the house. But every process, everything is made in this building.
Okay.
And
so how big is the building by itself? Have you expanded the family?
No, expand not the family, but expand also the building, not the family. The family is always the same.
But the building has been expanded.
Absolutely.
So,
it's normal.
So how big would the capacity be? Can you tell us in terms of the winery itself and the cellars?
Honestly, I don't know.
Okay.
I can't.
You're a marketing person.
I don't know how many bottles I have of the library.
I'm not a tax man, Elena, so I'm not checking your wine inventory.
No, we don't know. We have a very good library, but I don't know what is the capacity, and it's big, but it's not full. So we have a lot of.
What I meant is how many levels are the cellars?
Two
Two
levels under the floor.
Okay, now we go to